So hello again, everyone, and welcome today to our Women in Automation program, which UiPath runs every year in the month of March in order to celebrate, but also support all the women developers and aspiring developers and experts, and the women who work in the automation field throughout the UiPath community. Um, Today, we have a very special session about career development and leadership in automation, presented by our fresh MVP from Turkey, Kardelen, which is technical team lead with VBM Turkey. I already met Kardelen earlier this year in our Istanbul meetup, and she's a great speaker, a very inspirational figure, I think, for our Turkish community. And I think this would be a great opportunity for all to see a career development in let's say, a young expert, women expert from our community, and to see the chances and opportunities which this path can have. A few ground rules for today's session. So I would ask you all to use the chat till the end of the meetup. You will be able to unmute yourselves during official Q&A, but because the event will be recorded, we would very much appreciate to keep yourselves on mute throughout the event until the Q&A and the live Q&A is open. So this session can also be viewed by women worldwide afterwards. So now I will pass it to Kardelen. Thank you, Kardelen, for joining us, and we are very glad to have you with us today.
Thank you, Christina. I really appreciate that. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's session. I have a presentation for today. I want to just keep it conversational and casual. I will be talking about my journey, about my background, and of course, being a woman in automation. I just have a few slides to engage with you all. Let me just share my screen first. Um, um, I think I couldn't. Yes, it's just. Yes, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, yes. Now it looks good.
Okay. So, hello everyone, and welcome to today's session. My name is Kardelen. I am an RPA software technical team lead at VBM, which is a consulting company based in Turkey. I am also a UiPath MVP, a first-time MVP this year, and I'm very proud, and even more proud about being the only female MVP from Turkey. So yeah, hoping to see even more women in the community. So that's why this event and today's session is important. And it's such a pleasure to be here with you today. Today's session is more about career development and leadership, and a little bit about my journey in automation fields. So let's just get started. This is the agenda. I will be first talking about my journey in automation field, and then I will share a quick SWOT analysis for a technical team lead role, just in case if anyone is interested in the role. And the challenges in automation projects and choosing a career in automation. And then some advices for anyone considering an automation career. And then how to stay up to date in such a fast changing technical world. And the future of RPA, automation and AI, of course. We cannot finish a presentation or a session without talking about AI nowadays. So, starting about my journey I wanted to start by sharing a little bit of my journey and why I chose to go on this path in automation.
Kagdalen, I think we have a bit of a sound issue. I don't know, maybe other people can tell us in the chat if they can hear you okay. I think it's a network connection problem. So can sound issue, yeah? Okay. So just yeah. So it's something like I think the internet connection. I don't think it's something to do with your microphone because it's a bit interrupted, the sound.
Um, I'll be
So we can try again when you're ready and maybe without the video, just with share screen. Uh, and you can leave just audio on because it will take a bit less of the bandwidth. Because I don't know if you have the opportunity to change the connection.
Yes, I think I also have a problem with Zoom also.
It's good
It has
now.
a bit
Yeah.
delay.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it's good now, maybe I can continue without the video.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
For sure.
okay. I'm sorry about that. It's I think a general issue right now. So yeah, right now I'm an RPA and software technical team lead at VBM, which is a consulting company in Turkey. Um, I am actually a computer engineer. And first, maybe I can start with explaining my background and what a technical team lead is. Since this title can mean different things depending on the company. In some places, the roles of team lead and solution lead are separate, while in others they are combined into one. A technical team lead is responsible for both technical excellence and team management. And also, as I started as an RPA developer in this field, maybe I can mention what is an RPA developer. Some companies have RPA developers that focus on just the development phase, while others involve them throughout the whole software development lifecycle, from analysis to maintenance. I started my career as an RPA developer, working on projects through every stage of the RPA development lifecycle. And over time, I grew into a senior RPA developer. And now, as a technical team lead, I am responsible for leading teams, as well as designing and reviewing advanced solutions. Um, in my role, I manage the delivery of RP solutions, ensuring technical quality is high and making sure our automation works align with the business goals. Um, and also, the team lead also bridges the gap between stakeholders and technical teams, which ensures that everyone is on the same page while maintaining both quality and efficiency. So, a few years ago, I was working as a system administrator and a software engineer in my previous role. I was the only woman on the team, and I felt a bit isolated and unsupported. So I knew I wanted more challenges, more responsibility, and a role that was more technical and critical. Yeah, the role was technical, and it was in a small startup, but I felt there weren't enough challenging responsibilities for me. And my involvement in the software development projects was limited to small features, which was just one aspect of the overall project. So I was looking for a position where I could truly make a difference. And then I decided to explore new roles, and then I discovered automation. Um, yeah, it wasn't easy at first because there were moments of self-doubt, questions like, what if I regret this decision? And what if this doesn't work out? But if, over time, I realized that it's okay to be uncertain. And what matters is that you embrace the journey, take those steps forward, and trust that every experience contributes to your growth. And that's how I ended up where I am today. And I realized that in any role, the most important skill is problem solving. Um, the tools or technologies that you use, or the instruments that you play may change, but the skills you have developed, like problem solving, they are the key to succeed in any tech role. And also, I observed that technical roles, especially in fields like automation, tend to be more male dominated. Personally, I have faced questions like, why choose a technical role like development over something like analysis or um, management, which is often seen as the more preferred option for women, or why move into automation when you already have a strong background in software development? And the answer is simple for me now. Automation is more than just coding. It's a blend of creativity, problem solving, and technical skills. You still use your technical muscles, and automation helps you strengthen them even more. And that's what makes it so exciting for me. It's a chance to use my both technical knowledge and creativity to make real impact. So yeah, to wrap up, my journey in automation has been one of the growth and learning in my path. So it wasn't just about mastering the technical skills. Um, it was about finding ways to apply creativity within technology, and the path has its own difficulties, but each step has shaped my career. So, yes, now as we move forward, let's dive into the SWOT analysis for a technical team lead role and explore strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities. Moving on to the next one, let's take a look at SWOT analysis for a technical team lead role in automation. But first, what is a SWOT analysis? A SWOT analysis is a method used to assess companies or an individual's internal and external factors, and it stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Strengths are the internal factors that give an advantage. Weaknesses are the internal factors that present challenges. Opportunities are the external factors that leverage for growth and improvement. Threats are the external factors that could harm progress. And so this method helps to identify areas for improvement and potential opportunities for growth by evaluating both internal and external environments. So an RPA technical team lead role, um, this position combines technical expertise with leadership skills to guide teams, manage automation projects, and deliver business solutions using RPA tools. So if you want to break down the role using a SWOT analysis, we can start with strengths first. And of course, the first one is the deep understanding of automation tools, strong problem solving skills, um, definitely a solid grasp of automation tools is essential for effectively managing and implementing automation projects. A strong technical background allows you to make informed decisions, choose the best tools or methods for specific tasks, and guide the team through complex challenges. And also, a strong problem solving skills is very important in this role. You will encounter various technical issues, and being able to analyze problems, identify root causes, and come up with a practical solution ensures the smooth running or your projects. Um, so problem solving skills also allow you to troubleshoot issues quickly. And definitely one of the most important ones is ability to lead and mentor. Um, a key strength in this role is guiding and supporting your team. Your leadership ensures tasks are completed efficiently, while mentoring helps team members to grow. And a supportive environment um, supports and encourages collaboration and, of course, innovation, and that leads to better outcomes. So, I want to mention that soft skills like empathy and active listening, um, they are also very important as technical skills in this role, and especially for female leaders. And actually, women often naturally excel in soft skills such as empathy, active listening, and collaboration. Um, I've personally seen these kind of experiences. So imagine a female team leader in a tech company managing a group of developers. The team is working under a tight deadline, let's say. The tensions are high, and people are stressed, and some team members feel overwhelmed with too much work, while others feel disconnected and unmotivated to the project. And instead of just pushing harder to meet the deadline, female leaders usually takes a step back. Um, she checks in with each team member, listens to their core concerns, and understands what's really going on. She uses empathy to recognize the pressure, what they're feeling, and adjusts the goals when needed. So by encouraging open communication and making sure everyone feels heard, she creates a space where people are comfortable sharing ideas and problems. And as the team works together, as they support each other, and in the end, they not only meet the deadline, but they do it with pride and with unity, and knowing their leader had their back. So that's a power of soft skills like empathy and active listening. And women often naturally excel at these skills, which can make a real difference in leadership. And um, speaking about the weaknesses, one of them is that the constant need to keep up with the fast changing technology trends, such as AI and machine learning trends today. Automation evolves quickly, and it's really difficult to stay on top while leading a team, and also while working as a developer and anything else. To manage this, I think continuous learning and knowledge sharing within your team is the key, and being in a supportive um, environment really helps. And also, maybe we can say that about women that the lack of visibility, especially in a male-dominated environment. Um, in these environments, recognition might be harder. Yeah, and to navigate this, maybe actively promoting your team's success, networking, and staying visible is the key. So, in male-dominated environments, female leaders may feel pressured to prove themselves more. And in my opinion, building confidence, finding mentors, and being part of supportive communities can help overcome this. And also, this is a weakness for this role. Yeah, and last but not least, balancing technical tasks with leadership responsibilities. It can be challenging. Um, Balancing technical skills and leadership is not easy. You usually feel pulled in to two directions. And what helps, in my opinion, is that you have to manage your time well. Maybe you can block time regularly to focus on your technical learning. Don't let leadership tasks fill your whole schedule. You must delegate, trust your team to handle technical tasks. And this also gives them responsibility. And uh, while it's doing that, it frees up your time also. Um, and to prioritize, definitely focus on the most important tasks first. You don't have to do everything at once. So yeah, I think that's enough talk for weaknesses. Um, Also, we have opportunities here. Um, One of the opportunities I see is the high demand for RP solutions across industries. Um, this really opens up continuous career growth. The demand for automation solutions is increasing across all of the industries, which offers an opportunity for career growth. And as industries increasingly adopt RPA, there is a constant need for skilled professionals to design, implement, and optimize automation systems. And this demand can lead to a variety of career paths, whether in technical expertise, project management, or even strategic roles at higher levels. So this creates a dynamic environment for continuously learning and progression. And this is definitely an important opportunity, and it's a great chance to keep growing and advancing in your career. And a different opportunity is, I think this is one of the most important ones nowadays, to implement AI integration and stay ahead in the field. Um, AI and machine learning are becoming important um, lately, and um, they are becoming important parts of RPA solutions, creating many opportunities for innovation. And as a technical team lead, you have the chance to lead your team in integrating advanced AI capabilities into your automation processes. And this can help in not only staying competitive, but also becoming a thought leader in the RPA space. So this is definitely a great chance to stay ahead and make a real impact in the field. And another opportunity would be growing awareness of diversity and empowering even more women, maybe to take on leadership roles. Um, so yeah, more companies value diversity now. They are having more awareness about um, this topic, and they're creating better opportunities for women uh, to step into leadership roles. So it is also an opportunity right now for women to step into automation. And another opportunity would be the ability to mentor the next generation of automation, the next generation of automation professionals, and especially women. As a leader, you have the chance to mentor others and encourage women to pursue careers in automation. And it's not only rewarding, but it helps close the gender gap, and shape it really shapes the future of technology, I guess. So there are lots of opportunities in this role and also in automation, as I see. And I wanted to share all of them with you today. And also, lastly, we can talk about the threats. The first one is the fast pace of technology in RPA, AI, and automation. That means that tools and skills can quickly become outdated. And this requires continuous learning and adapting, or you just risk falling behind. So keeping up with the new tools or new platforms and methods is important. And to stay relevant and maintain an advantage, you need to make an effort. So, um, however, the constant need of upgrading the skills can feel overwhelming at times. And to stay ahead in this fast changing field, it's really important to embrace learning throughout your career and see adapting as a chance to grow, but not a challenge. I think it's the most important part. And yeah, maybe another general threat is the pressure to deliver quick ROI on automation projects, and that can cause stress or maybe burnout. In many companies, there is a lot of pressure to deliver quick results, especially with automation projects. The pressure can lead to burnout for both team members and leaders, especially if projects aren't given enough time to develop or be tested properly. To avoid burnout and ensure long-term success, it's important to set realistic timelines and provide regular feedback and create a supportive environment. Um, Create a supportive environment that allows your team to learn and improve without losing quality, of course. Yes, so to sum up all of them, being an RPA technical team lead, especially as a woman, comes with both rewards and challenges. The automation world is full of opportunities, but success requires adaptability, continuous learning, and strong leadership. And by leveraging unique strengths like empathy, collaboration, and attention to detail, we can achieve personal success and help shape the next generation of technology professionals. And let's just see every challenge as a chance to grow and lead with confidence. Yeah, so next, I'd like to talk about what are the challenges in general in automation projects. I want to talk about one of the hardest challenges that I have faced in my career when a customer asks for a project to be finished faster than it's ready. So it's not an easy situation. You want to keep the customer happy, but at the same time, you don't want to risk the quality of your work. So how do you handle it is the question. And the first thing that comes to my mind is to be honest and to do it early. The moment you realize the project won't be ready in time, you should speak up. Don't wait until the last minute. Explain the current progress and why more time is needed. Customers really appreciate honesty when they see you're not hiding problems. So definitely it's gonna solve your issue. So you'll realize that it's more important for the customer to be honest each other and build trust. And secondly, um, instead of saying something like it's not ready and the project's not ready or the product is not ready, you can break it down um, exactly what's done and what's missing, um, because maybe some parts can be delivered early while others need more time, and you can offer a partial delivery if possible. So it shows the progress to the customer, and you just um, continue and you keep the trust with your customer. And then I'd say to offer solutions is also a key. You should try to talk about solutions instead of focusing only problems. Um, you just um, you just don't say we need more time. Instead, you can suggest solutions such as can we have extra resources to speed it up? Can certain features be pushed to a second phase and something else like that? And yes, this shows that you're focused on finding a way forward. You're not just trying to block the request of the customer. So this just tells the customer that you're focusing on solutions. And lastly, you can always ask the customer what's most critical for you right now and align to priorities. Sometimes they don't need 100% of the project immediately. And by knowing their top priorities, you just can focus on efforts where they matter the most. So um, you can always try to ask what's more critical. So you can also ask for a partial delivery, and you should be prioritizing the most important parts of the project. And so, in short, actually, it all comes down to clear communication, early honesty, and the flexibility. Customers will trust you if you're transparent and focused on delivering value, even if it means adjusting the plan. So, yeah, in conclusion, remember that strong relationships are built on more than just meeting deadlines. It's about commitment to quality and trust. So yeah, this was one of the most difficult challenges that I have faced, that you can face. Um, and I think these are the most important parts to navigate this. So let's move on to the next slide. So yeah, choosing a career in automation. Uh, I was just speaking about my journey first. I was a software engineer as a backend and a front-end engineer first. Um, and after a short while, I switched my career into automation. When you come from a software development background, the decision to shift into automation might seem like a step in different direction. And I think there are a few reasons why this career path is worth considering, even if you already have deep expertise in software development. First and most importantly, we can talk about the impactful work with the immediate results. So in automation, you're often solving real world problems by improving processes, and the work is hands on. Um, and the results are visible quickly. For instance, automating a task that once took hours can reduce it to minutes and making it more efficient across the entire organization. So this kind of impact is rewarding, and especially when you know that you're the solving you're solving the problems that benefit both of the business and also its employees. For me, this immediate and measurable impact was motivating, and you can feel proud because you're directly improving productivity and saving time. It's truly satisfying to know your work makes a real difference. So, secondly, um, there are lots of opportunities for innovation. While software development offers creativity, I personally also love coding and development, but automation is also a field that you can shine with your technical background. And by combining coding skills with a deep understanding of business processes, you can create solutions that others might not have thought of yet. So RPA is faster and more adaptive than traditional software development, which now allows it to integrate with AI technologies more quickly. Um, while software development often requires complex changes to the underlying code and infrastructure, RPA can more easily incorporate AI advancements. So this is also an opportunity in automation field. And finally, um, I'll go with career flexibility. For anyone looking to start a career in automation, it offers the freedom to shape a path that fits your strengths and interests. So whether you're passionate about problem solving or improving business operations or management, there's a wide variety of directions you can take. There are plenty of roles that you can grow into, depending on what excites you the most. So, yeah, these were the, I think, three main reasons why an automation career um, it's different than software development, but also it has its own advantage that comes with it. And I often get asked um, from those who starts their career in automation, or they are when they are considering it. So whether you're just starting out or considering a career shifts, I think there are a few key advices that can help you guide your path. So I'd say start with the basics. If you're new to automation, I'd say get familiar with tools like UiPath. And UiPath provides a user-friendly interface and also great learning courses for free. So you can just go online and go to UiPath Academy and start learning today. So definitely you should start with the basics, get familiar, and have fun with it, and try out things that makes you excited. So also you need to embrace continuous learning. The automation landscape is constantly evolving with new tools, frameworks, technologies, and methods all the time. And whether you're taking online courses or attending webinars or reading blogs, it's so important to stay updated with the latest trends and developments. It's important to build a mindset of continuous learning. You need to make an effort to um, regularly learn new things and the latest trends. And also, uh, in my opinion, the most important part is to develop problem-solving skills. Automation is all about solving problems efficiently. And to succeed, you need to develop strong problem-solving skills. And to achieve this, I think you need to get hands-on. If you want a technical role, you can just open up Studio and create your own use case and just try to build anything from scratch, fail, and then build again. This is the most um, effective way to um, develop your problem-solving skills with one tool. So, and also, I would say that joining an automation community like UiPath community is a great way to get started, such as UiPath Forum, where you can connect with like-minded individuals, share experiences, and ask questions, and engaging with the community. That will allow you to learn from others, and especially in the context of women in technical roles. Joining supportive communities can be particularly valuable. And also, I'd say that you should explore diverse roles in automation. There are lots of career paths in automation, such as RPA developers, automation business analysts, project managers, solution architects, and automation isn't limited to a specific technical skill set. In fact, there are various roles that you can pursue depending on your interests and strengths. Yeah, so you can develop on the role that you want to achieve, such as an RPA developer or as a business analyst that focuses on understanding business processes and determines where automation can be applied, um, or a project manager later that oversees the planning, execution, and management of automation projects, and also an automation architect that designs the overall automation architecture, ensuring that it meets business needs and the technical requirements. So just don't limit yourself to just one role. As automation evolves, new opportunities also are coming, and you can find a role that aligns with your skills and passion.
Kardelen, when you feel like you're comfortable, that we can open a Q&A to see whether
Yes,
there.
I think time is running out. Maybe we can have some questions if
Maybe
there
we
are
can
any.
have
I
some
couldn't.
questions first, yeah, and then if time remains, you can go on with the presentation. But considering that there was really, really like a lot of valuable content put here, and I think you were very careful in designing this from like your heart and your experience. I'm really curious, and I think it's really valuable for us to have some interaction and for our audience to also be able to ask you some questions because I'm sure there are a lot of curiosities and advice needed from the audience. So we welcome questions from anyone who is in the audience, both ladies and gentlemen, of course. Um, just raise your hand and we will unmute you. So everyone is able to unmute, but raise your hand so we can take the questions in order. And you can also share to us from your own experiences. So who would like to go first, maybe with a question for Cardelen or any feedback after what was presented today? Okay, I see we have a question in the chat from Marta. How do you find the source for creativity so you can go beyond the schemes? So where do you find your creative source, Cardelen? Where do you source the creative energy?
Um, I think there are lots of things, but um, the most important one, I think, is being with the individuals who are like-minded professionals as I am. So it really brings out the creativity in me, in myself. Yeah, getting together with the iPad community to be able to engage with the team and discuss new features. Um, yeah, and talk about just the latest trends. That just really what's exciting me the most. So it really brings light, and it's really makes me more creative.
Thank you for that. Okay. Do we have any other questions currently for Caroline? Okay, Raul, please. Hello.
Hello. Thanks, Carden. Thanks, Widow, everyone for organizing this session. I really appreciate the insights as she told about, her strengths in terms of her empathy and active listening. So I'm in a customer support and I'm doing these things. So I feel, kind of enthusiasm that I too can do it. And I was considering some kind of university learning as well to improve in my leadership skills. So just my question is, would you recommend MBA, or there are a lot of master program these days, especially in Europe, on digitizing leadership, digital economy, those sort of things? I'm not sure how in the real world which degree is valued in terms of acquiring leadership skills, because there are MBAs goes higher in the price range usually. So I wasn't sure and thinking of upskill myself. My personality tests and all I have done, so they show that you have the leadership potential, but I'm not sure which path to take. I will, of course, try to learn a lot online, UiPath Academy, and other courses which are available, Coursera, etc. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Uh,
Raul.
Thanks for the question. Um, I'm actually not sure about the answer, but I would say that I didn't do an MBA myself, but I am also considering it. So, as a computer engineer, if you're a computer engineer, I definitely recommend it. Um, as I say, because it all, of course, it brings value, but to develop your soft skills to of your leadership skills, I think reading lots of stories and having experience in lots of scenarios also help the most. So the way you just face more challenges and the way that you fail the most, it really challenges, and that's what really develops your leadership skills. So yeah, I think that also just develops you as a professional.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you, Cardinal. I think to this question, we might have also other people in the audience who can answer in case we have more senior people present who maybe have went to this experience, like went through an MBA or had to choose at some point whether it's worth it or not, or what actually proved valuable in terms of education for a career in leadership, like if you want to move to the next level from into leadership in the automation segment.
I can add here one point. It's Alexandra speaking from Poland. That in Poland, one of the way to be in the I don't know, it's not a board, but like this entity that um, that it's checking how the board of the firm works. Um, It's another entity. So if you want to be a part of it in Poland for the public sector, you have to have at least, you can have the public exam passed, but if you have an MBA, it's also enough. So if there is anyone from Poland who would like to be in Rady Nadzorcze for public sector, then it's one of the tip.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That is really useful. Is there anyone else who would like to comment on this or give advice? Maybe it's important to, as we see, like women and men alike, given career development prospects. If not, we can go on with questions for Kardelen, and if you have any question regarding the insights into Kardelen's journey and career development or what was mentioned so far. So please raise your hand. And let's see.
How do you raise your hand? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't
you're
see.
okay. You can
Okay.
ask, so don't worry.
Sure. So most recently, I started in a business analyst role. My goal was to become an automation developer, and it is still. I'm trying to understand like what is like the optimal level of understanding a business process to be an effective automation developer. Like how much do we really need to know like the entire flow to be able to do the automation well?
I'd say developers usually see the micro issues in projects that with technical issues and not to see the big picture for the business processes. And it's really a step forward to become a senior developer, I guess, to see the big picture and see the business processes needs and its value. So I guess when I discovered it first, I think it's when you just adapt it to another industries. Like when you see an invoice process, you when you analyze it, you just instantly and immediately think of it in a different process, let's say in a whole different industry. So you can just go on to them and say, hey guys, this process is going to bring value to systems, to how you work. Yeah, this is actually when you're really aware of how the business process works, I guess.
Thank you. Was that useful? The answer?
Yes, very much so. Definitely is encouraging and gave me confidence that this is the right path. So thank you so much.
So I can I think I can share one more thing that would be useful maybe for all of you who are exploring the business analysts roles in automation, like the ABA roles. We have had for 2 years now a business analyst intensive training session in community. It also led up to certification, and we have 2 certifications for business analysts, associate and professional in UiPath. This is a free training. It's all recorded, and it all goes in parallel with the UiPath Academy training modules. So you can use this program anytime if you want to, let's say, perfect, upskill as a business analyst. I'm sure it will be very useful, as we have had many certified after following this program. So the link is in the chat for anyone who is interested in exploring the ABA role. Okay, let's see if we have any more questions. So, none? Okay, then I will let Kardelen know, because I remember she had a bit more content to share and for us then to close the meetup. And you can reach out to us. I shared the LinkedIn profiles in the chat afterwards, and I will also share some end resources and follow up. So Kardelen, if you would like maybe to continue, and then we will move to wrap up.
Yeah, just to wrap up, maybe I can continue with only where is RPA and automation heading with the rise of AI? Just not to trying to be repetitive, and to wrap up with this topic is going to be valuable, I think. So RPA is already changing how businesses operate, and now with AI, systems can do more than just follow rules. And I think the role of humans in the future is going to be even more important. And while these technologies will take over the repetitive work, we're going to be needing humans for complex decision making, creativity, and emotional intelligence. And in fact, the future will likely focus on roles that need problem solving and innovation. For example, with the rise of agentic automation, humans will be needed to create and deploy new agents and connect them with robots and manage the entire processes. So yeah, AI is the key taken in automation to the next level. And maybe we can wrap up with saying it doesn't going to replace RPA. It's only going to make it smarter. And that yes, AI is making RPA so much more powerful, and it is something that yeah. So AI is something that gives you an output, and what matters the most is the taken action. So robots will be in charge of that. So we will always need automation. And yeah, and we can just finish by saying just AI is the combination of AI and RPA is um, the new era in automation, and we are seeing is it's in the middle of this revolution. And as automation professionals, we are going to shape future of work. Yeah, so I guess that's all for me today.
I see we have, in the meantime, we received two more questions in the chat and I also shared the resource, but let's take them one by one because I think they're pretty relevant and important. So the first one is again from Marta. Does certification from UiPath help a lot in the current market?
Yeah, definitely. I think even the recognition, uh, even when you share it on LinkedIn, you just organically meet with new professionals, and you just also improve yourself as a professional. And also, of course, it is important in your interviews, and it's oftenly asked, as I have done interviews myself for technical roles. It was something that I find valuable because if someone just goes up with it and just make an effort to create a certification for herself or himself, it is really powerful and it's valuable. So yeah, I think organizations, especially in Turkey, they are seeing certifications really valuable.
Yeah, I also think, I mean, I would like to say a bit just from our insights from community and what we have, like our closer experts in community, the UiPath MVPs and our chapter leaders and the wider community. So certification did play a very important role in their development, and it is so because it represents like a confirmed standard. So it's a confirmation of your updated expertise because currently the certifications, most of them will be updated year by year. and especially in the very fast environment that our platform is undergoing now, so very fast paced towards agentic. And we will have an agentic certification launched mid-year this year, so you can all look forward with that for those of you who want to take the next step forward. And yes, it's been like many of the top experts of our community hold not only one certification, some hold 2 or 3. It all depends very much of your area and activity and the area where you want to deep dive and where you seek your expertise, your top expertise to be confirmed. I think this also links very much into the next questions from Maya, which is any concrete tips and links to keep up to date with all the changes in technology. So how do you, as a UiPath expert, top expert now, how do you maybe as a UiPath MVP, but also in your role in your company, keep up to date with this ever evolving tech environment and context?
So I'd say try to follow UiPath's official channels regularly. I try to follow up the release notes and the latest updates on UiPath every time on LinkedIn and also on the documentation. And if you have a team, you can just delegate it to your team, one of your team members. It's also effective because they are also experiencing it and they just learn something new and explain it to you and explain it to your team maybe. And it's also an experience. It's what stays permanently with you. And definitely UiPath Academy. And I always follow my fellow MVPs from YouTube or their blogs and their domains. They share valuable insights and community events, maybe such as webinars or maybe meetups, since you just discuss it with the individuals and your fellow professionals. You just explore new features there, or you just find out new solutions for the use cases that you have. So definitely, I would say UiPath Academy first, and the release notes regularly, UiPath Forum. Yeah, there. This is what I do usually.
Thank you very much. I will just share one more link currently in chat, since I want to share where you can find all the UiPath MVPs, because I realize like this is a small community, but it becomes great when you start to network in between like community to go peer to peer. So I will share a link where you can actually find all the 2025 UiPath MVPs and filter by region, filter by country. You can connect with them on LinkedIn, search them up, and this is a great opportunity also to see some of their profiles, I would say, because I think what you witness in a UiPath MVP profile says a lot about how a successful career development story goes. So it's a lot of inspiration. Cardelen, let's say, saved us a very good and personal piece today, but you can also glance and take a peek at all these other profiles around the world or closest to your region. So this being said, thank you all for joining us today. Thank you very much, Cardelen, for taking the effort and the time to join us and inspire us. And thank you to everyone joining us from across the world. The recording and the presentation will be available on the event link tomorrow. And see you for our next sessions, March 26th. I think one of our speakers for March 26th was in the audience today, where we will have a customer leaders panel. Again, very inspirational for a automation career, but also discussing many things that have to do with women's career development in automation. So thank you once again. Have a good day, everyone.
Thank you everyone for joining and see you on the next event. Bye.